Welcome to our exploration of the Great Moon Hoax of 1835, a significant moment in the history of fake news. In today's world, where fake news is a common term, it's fascinating to unearth its origins. Our journey begins in the vibrant heart of 19th century New York, a city caught up in sensational headlines and imaginative stories. In 1835, the New York Sun, a prospering penny newspaper, published a series of remarkable articles claiming that life with fantastic creatures had been found on the moon. These vivid articles depicted unicorns, bat-like humanoids, and lush landscapes, captivating imaginations across the nation. The moon hoax, crafted by the clever mind of writer Richard Adams Locke, wasn't just a playful jab at public gullibility, but a glimpse into the psyche of society at the dawn of mass media. This episode offers a powerful lesson: the public's fascination with the sensational and their readiness to believe the unbelievable without question, a trait that still poses challenges today. While fake news often brings to mind social media misinformation or politically charged conspiracy theories, this hoax was an early instance that shows the enduring allure of deception. The Great Moon Hoax serves as a reminder of the importance of critically evaluating information, even when it's presented with authority. As we delve deeper into this 19th century sensation, consider how this story shaped perceptions and set a trend that continues today. Now, let's dive into the details of the moon hoax, understanding how this uncanny narrative captured public imagination and laid the groundwork for what we know today as fake news. In 1835, something extraordinary appeared in the New York Sun's pages: a groundbreaking discovery of life on the moon. This creatively detailed tale fascinated the public and sent newspaper sales skyrocketing, eagerly consumed by those seeking wonder to escape their mundane realities. These articles portrayed a lunar world filled with bat-like humanoids, stunning landscapes, and unicorns. Readers were drawn into this vision of the moon teeming with life. More than just news, this was a narrative of possibilities, blurring fact and fiction. The impact was swift and profound. The bustling streets buzzed with lively discussions and debates. Scholars and amateur astronomers speculated on the implications of such a discovery. But for the Sun, it was a stroke of genius. Their readership soared as curious minds sought every new publication. This event's significance isn't just in public reaction, but in how it heralded a trend where sensationalism could outweigh truth. The Great Moon Hoax is an early example of fake news, illustrating media's power to shape beliefs and perceptions. Exploring the intricacies of this hoax further helps us understand its lasting imprint on media and culture. It serves as a crucial lesson in the need for a critical approach to information, lest we be swept away by sensationalism. Now let's examine the satirical intent that laid the groundwork for such a captivating myth. In journalism's annals, few hoaxes match the audacity of the 1835 Great Moon Hoax. Crafted by Richard Adams Locke, an ambitious New York Sun journalist, this tale was woven with satire. Locke's creation depicted the moon as brimming with life, featuring exotic beings and fantastical landscapes. Behind this whimsy lay a critique of human nature. Locke aimed not merely to deceive, but to craft a narrative reflecting the growing media power and public gullibility. His work revealed an eagerness to accept the unbelievable, showcasing the sway of sensational storytelling. His satire highlighted a poignant truth: the line between fact and fiction easily blurs in those drawn to extraordinary tales. The New York Sun, known for imaginative storytelling, saw readership soar as people devoured the lunar stories. Depictions of Batmen and crystalline landscapes fascinated the public, boosting sales astronomically. Yet, this captivating tale was a sobering reminder of intrinsic gullibility, a trait recurring throughout history, long before the digital age. In Locke's satire, we see a precursor to modern misinformation challenges, an indication of how enticing stories can overshadow critical skepticism. This satirical lunar journey offered more than entertainment. It sparked vital discourse on press responsibilities and public critical thinking. Over a century later, it still holds relevance. As we navigate today's media landscape, lessons from this bold 19th century hoax remain pertinent. As we delve into history's depths, the Great Moon Hoax reflects today's misinformation challenges. In 1835, fictitious moon life captivated audiences, akin to modern falsehoods gripped via social media. The hoax's spread then, fueled by newspapers, is mirrored today on platforms like Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, which amplify sensational tales. Misinformation now circulates rapidly, echoing the sun's sales boom. A single tweet can reach millions, reminding us of our tendency to accept information without question. The parallel is clear. Back then, newspapers sensationalized for profit. Now algorithms prioritize engagement over accuracy. Crucially, our role as story consumers remains consistent. Whether 1835 or today, there's a persistent willingness to overlook the scrutiny needed for verifying compelling stories. This segment challenges us to rethink our habits. Do we question before accepting stories as truth? Our past media landscape underscores the ongoing need for media literacy to combat misinformation. From the moon hoax to today's digital misinformation, we learn that while platforms evolve, human nature and its attraction to stories persist. The moon hoax wasn't just whimsical lunar fiction. It was an early insight into future news in a world where skepticism is more crucial than ever. As we journey further into misinformation's realm, we gain critical insights, guided by Ian Hislop. His documentary, Ian Hislop's Fake News: A True History, delves into fake news' historical roots. Hislop examines the Great Moon Hoax, unveiling its satire while questioning the era's gullibility. The documentary extends beyond the 19th century, tracing misinformation's lineage, highlighting stories echoing in today's media. Historical examples, such as wartime propaganda and the notorious Zinoviev letter, underscore fake news' potent force. Each case teaches about human gullibility and belief patterns. Hislop navigates these accounts with sharpness, raising contemporary questions. Why do false narratives captivate collective belief? His inquiry resonates with those pondering truth and deception's fine line, offering conclusions highly relevant in today's digital landscape. Much like the era of the moon hoax, challenges audiences to cultivate discernment, questioning, and thinking critically about information they encounter. Much like their 19th century counterparts, we're reminded of skepticism's importance and the need to seek reliable narratives. In a world where historical untruths echo, Hislop's exploration is a guide for understanding misinformation's perennial nature. It's a call to develop a critical eye, crucial in navigating the modern information landscape. As we examine belief psychology, a question arises: why do we embrace false narratives, even when implausible? The answer lies in our cognitive frameworks and biases. Hoaxes like the Great Moon Hoax tap into our desire for wonder and discovery, captivating imagination and suspending disbelief. Yet, behind the appeal of these stories is a complex web of biases. Consider confirmation bias, where people prefer information aligned with their beliefs. This shortcut leads to embracing misinformation, affirming our worldview, overlooking objective challenges. Social validation, another powerful force, amplifies hoaxes' impact. When communities embrace a narrative, members align with collective beliefs, sometimes ignoring evidence to belong. The availability heuristic also influences truth perception. In an era of sensationalism, stories like the moon hoax, with their vividness, linger in public memory, making acceptance likely as they become accessible references. Ultimately, navigating misinformation's landscape requires recognizing these psychological tendencies and examining evidence critically. Understanding our belief systems is the first step in resisting misinformation. It's an exploration of past dynamics and a roadmap for tackling the information-rich present and future. As our exploration concludes, we reflect on the enduring legacy of the Great Moon Hoax. In 1835, media's bold claim of lunar life captivated audiences, fueling imaginations and unprecedented newspaper sales. A hoax shrouded in satire, yet powerful enough to sway belief, illustrating misinformation's impact. What do we learn from this history? As timely now as then, misinformation thrives on our willingness to favor sensationalism over rationality. From imaginary lunar civilizations to viral modern posts, the core remains unchanged: our susceptibility to narratives echoing biases and flattering beliefs. This history of hoaxes isn't just comedic or quaint, it underscores skepticism's necessity in today's information-saturated era. Critical thinking is invaluable in navigating digital complexities. We must discern truth from fiction and cultivate media literacy. Here's our call to action: become torchbearers of truth in ambiguity. engage skepticism, scrutinize sources, and question narratives. Honoring history's hoax lessons acts as guardrails, keeping us informed and vigilant. Thank you for joining our enlightening journey, unearthing fake news roots, marveling at satire-belief interplay, and gaining media landscape awareness. Until next time, keep questioning, stay curious, and inspire others to do the same.